how to create a project in Azure DevOps, how to edit a project in Azure DevOps, and how to delete a project in Azure DevOps. So that's going to be the main focus of this video. All right, so let's discuss what is Azure DevOps, right? Some people call it ADO. So Azure DevOps is a project management tool that is used to, manage software projects from planning, development to reporting, testing and deployment, right? So we use this tool to track our processes throughout the development process to ensure that, we are delivering on time, we're delivering the right products and all of this good stuff. So like every other project management tool, such as Jira, that is what we use Azure DevOps for. All right, so let's jump right in. So when you receive, usually when you join a new organization, your company will shoot you out a link and give you access to your Azure DevOps board. So when you're granted access, they usually will send you a link, right? And when you click that link, you might jump into a project like this 9 times out of 10. So when you get in, just ensure that on your top right-hand corner here, you have your name initials. Try to hover around it to make sure that you are the right person and that board is for you, right? So you're going to see your name there. And then what we're seeing right on my screen here is ADO project. This is just an old project I have on this Agile Compass Consulting board. So on your top left-hand side, you have Azure DevOps. So if you want to see all the projects that you have on this Agile Compass Consulting board, you're going to go to Azure DevOps and it'll take you there. And then, of course, every other thing here that you see on this board is related to this project. All right. So let's jump right in. So for us to create a new project, I will hit this Azure DevOps here and it will take me to this board. So you can see that I have 2 projects on this Azure Compass Consulting board here. And for me to create a new project, I will hit New Project on my top right hand. All right, so I'll give a project name. Let's call this project Aisha Scrum Tech and Agile Compass Consulting Collaboration, right? Let's just give it this name for now. All right, so this is our project name. And of course, you can put in a description to keep you organized. And then the next thing here is visibility. So we want to keep it as private. You don't want to put your project, especially on your company, board. You don't want to put it in the public. So we keep it as private. And then here you're gonna click this advanced to get the different work item process that you want to choose. So this will, the version control will mostly be Git. And then for the work item process, you're going to have 4 different work item process. So you have Agile, you have Basic, you have CMMI, and you have Scrum. So I know you'll be asking yourself, so which one should I choose, right? As a Scrum Master, for example, I will always go with the Scrum. The main difference with all of this different work item process is that the issue types are different, right? So when I talk of issue types, I'm talking about user stories, tasks, bugs and all of that. So for Agile, the Agile board has a lot of issue types that might, end up being confusing for a lot of people. So this is a bonus. So if you are maybe an Agile coach and you work with these program boards and you manage all of these features and stuff, maybe you can utilize the Agile board, right, to keep you all organized. But if you work with a Scrum team, I would 100% advise that you use Scrum. And CMMI also has a lot of issue types as well that you can leverage. And the Basic also has its own. But for the Scrum process and as a Scrum Master, remember, our 10th Agile value says, okay, with simplicity, right? So we want to keep things as simple as possible so that the majority of the people can leverage it and, use it in a seamless way. So we're going to use Scrum. Scrum has the basic issue types, user story, bugs, and task, right? So we're going to use Scrum for these purposes. And again, if you want to add any issue types later on, even on your Scrum board as you deem fit, you can still do that. There are options for you to do that. But unless otherwise, you can just go with your Scrum board here. So after we select Scrum, we're going to hit create to create our project. And it'll take a while, and then we're going to have our project created. So that's it. There we go. So we created our project, Aisha Scrum Tech and Agile Compass Consulting collaboration. So this is our project, and every other thing you see here is part of this project, right? And so we're going to do another video to do like an overview of how everything else here functions. But for this video, the next thing that we're going to look at is how do we edit this name? Let's say, for example, we want to edit this name. It wasn't correct. So what we'll do is we'll go to project settings. When you go to project settings to edit the name, you hit on name here, and then you can change this to anything that you want, right? But for this video, we're going to leave it as it was, collaboration. And then if you had changed something, of course, you come back and hit save to save the changes that you made, right? And it's going to highlight for you. And then if you forgot the process that you used, you can still go here, right, and see what the process that you used was. And if you want to change it, of course, you can still change it, but that's not the purpose of this video. So let's go back down. And for us to be able to delete this project, all we have to do is scroll all the way down and hit on the delete button. So when you hit on delete, it will ask you to type in the name of the project you want to delete, and you will type in the Aisha Scrum Tech and Agile Compass Consulting collaboration. So you see that when you finish typing the name, it's going to highlight for you to delete, right? So then you can hit delete and you'll be able to delete the project. So, but that's not the focus of our video. We do not want to delete this project because we're going to be using it. So that's about it. So that's how you create a project on Azure DevOps. That's how you can edit a project, and that's how you can delete a project as well. So if you liked the video, please go ahead and like, subscribe to our channel, and we will be more than happy and even more enthusiastic to share more of our experiences on how to use Azure DevOps with you all. So we appreciate you watching all to the end. Thank you very much.